To be honest with you, I want us to try to find a compound entry to that 89. So for FOMC, let's look for some extreme levels, and then we'll start doing our TA guys. So okay, so liquidity shifted a little bit. Damn. So we must have had a lot of positions close yesterday for the baby volatility. I mean, it might have shaken some people out. I don't know. Wasn't that wild? Alts definitely got destroyed. All right, 107 off the weekly. Anything deeper than the 2 week, I don't think really is going to matter for FOMC today. You know what? I can't throw that out the window. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, that makes sense. Cool. Let's get it. Everybody know what FOMC is today. It's around 1 o'clock. We got some tunes playing. All right. Chart requests, assistance ready. Yeah. We could do that. We could do that. We could get the chart request going. Let's start off with high caps though first, and then I'll do your guys' shit coins after. That's Eastern for me, so that's gonna be 3 hours, right? 3 hours. The press conference at 1:30. So they make their statement, then we talk about it. And he said it's the infamous good afternoon, and then whoop, we see that volatility kick in as soon as he speaks. He doesn't even say anything. Everyone's just like, all right, we're going, we're sending it, let's go. Um, so I spoke about this in my one-on-one section in the den today about these POCs for aggressive entry. I didn't play it. I'll be honest, I didn't even play it. I want these extreme levels 99. And then I had this short from yesterday during stream. We didn't really get it. It's 2%. It's not too bad. Don't look at all this. All this might like scare you. And then this gap here really doesn't matter. Like the only thing that we really care about is this weekly and this 2 week. And then so it's a 2%. So we would need to see at least 4 for that 2R, and that is the actual low from yesterday. So that's good. So about a 2R. So this is from experience now from FOMC. There's 2 moves for FOMC. Should I do a giveaway already right now to see who can guess this? No, I already have ideas for the giveaway. Forget that. I'm gonna do 2 giveaways today, guys. I'm gonna do 250 and 250. So usually for FOMC, this is what we could see. You get your first move on FOMC, whether it be down or up. I'm not talking about any specific prices or anything, right? So the way that it usually works 9 out of 10 times is this is the debate move. All right? So this is going to get people to FOMO in the short, right? Then we're going to liquidate those, and we're going to grab people that are going to go long. The actual move, though, is the original move. This. So that could be scenario number one. And then the same thing for the upside. So if we go up, we have people that just start FOMOing in long. We liquidate those. People start shorting the bottom, and then we liquidate those and we continue up. That's 9 out of 10 times that is your FOMC plays. It's probably a little bit more extreme than that. Like I just did a drawing, but like you could see some volatility today. So just be prepared. And FOMOing is not the great. I mean, the second move, FOMOing in, if you failed to like catch it, it's not that it's really bad. You would just use the whatever low or high that it printed as your hard stop if you want it. Most of the time for FOMC, my strategy it's a three-step strategy, right? So you have step one, step two, step three. I need to have all three checked off to take a trade on any regular day. For FOMC, it's more of like a knife catch or a fade, right? So it's like There might not be a divergence, but there will be hopefully some POCs. I mean, obviously POCs. So we still will be playing those POCs at those extreme levels. Negative 250 for spoiling? Wait, what? Oh, no. We'll do a giveaway. Okay, yeah. So we'll do this. We'll do this. One entry, please. Do not. There's 139 people in here. Please do not go absolutely crazy and type multiple entries. For FOMC, you get. I want to know. This is your guys' guess. Where do you think the rejection level is going to be for FOMC, and where do you think the bounce level is going to be for FOMC? Type your entries in now. Tomorrow the giveaway will happen. It's 250 bucks. Rejection level, bounce level. That's it. You could simply guess. Okay, easy. I like it. 100k and 0. Very nice. Please, Acrypt, type in both entries. Is that too hard? Is you guys want a different giveaway? Just like a bounce level? You guys just want bounce? Okay, I like that key. I like that key. Thank you. You don't have to be exact. It's whoever's the closest. I'm gonna come back to this and look. The first person that posted 250. For the next giveaway, I'll do something super fucking easy. Okay, so BTC, you guys are already aware. I'm looking at 99.2, and then I'm also looking at 104.5. These are the two that I'm looking for FOMC trades. Fetish giveaway? No, I'm not doing no fetish giveaway. I'll do something super fucking easy. And I'll message who can I message right now? I'll just message somebody real quick. My answers for the next giveaway. So tomorrow I'll give away 250. Today I'm gonna give away 250. So 500 total. It'll tell me if it was edited though. Ours. Oh, JFlow, real funny. It was 8 months. Somebody scammed me for 8 months worth of rent. I have no idea how I missed that. All right, let's get moving on. You guys can keep putting your entries in, no problem there. Let's move on to ETH real quick and take a look at ETH. The divergence really didn't play out on this big ETH trade with the massive invalidations. We're still in this GP. The second ETH trade actually worked out pretty well, but you didn't even like you got TP1, but that was it, right? Like the RR is pretty shit there. So let's clean this out. Yeah, okay. So what I'm seeing on ETH is a little sketchy. This is your current support right now. All right, this is your current support. ETH really needs to put in some moves and get back above 31.2 for this support to hold. It broke. It broke. You wouldn't want to see it break again. But the structure's still bullish until we make a new lower low. If we make a new lower low, so like this and this, your two sweep levels, I believe there's a handful of traders in Wealth Group that are actually looking at these levels down here. This looks pretty juicy for a FOMC. Like probably a knife catch. Probably a knife catch. So instead of like your normal 2%, this one's going to be a little bit wider. I like that. And we just have fuck, man. We have so many levels of rejection on ETH. It's just fucking baloney. Let's see where. Okay. So even though we have all these POCs here, I'm not really concerned about the ones that fall outside of the GP. So that's going to be all of these right here. I really don't care about. Most likely 9 out of 10 times these are going to get wrecked. People will close their short positions and then we start printing our divergences, our reversals in these vicinities here. So for the downside, damn, that 2 day was holding really well. I don't even, nah, I think that high risk is playing right now, to be honest with you. Unless you have like insider information on FOMC, like it's pretty hard to say, yeah, this is the bottom on ETH right now. I mean, when FOMC volatility kicks in, like it could be, I mean, but you could literally just see like this shit and pop, pop, pop. You know what I mean? Like it's, I don't want to try to like predict anything with FOMC coming up. I'll just play the volatility when it happens. I'm trying to catch up on questions. We'll do a giveaway next in a minute. We'll do the next one in a minute, and then I'll pay it out at the end of stream. So ETH, here, let's get this a little bit better. 29.20, 71, all the way down to like 28.12. So this is a area of interest for me on ETH. Short area of interest is much higher though. Let's okay, cool. This is much better. So it's not like 5 different shorts on ETH. It's literally like 2 or 3. We'll just make that one a little bit bigger. So these are your those are my 2 short areas of interest on ETH. I haven't shorted ETH because of my directional bias. I definitely been leaving money on the table because of my directional bias. It's my spot bag. It sucks that spot bags have like an effect on me with my leverage trading on ETH. I mean, it is what it is, to be honest. So, uh, the moment I probably start shorting ETH because like it's like, all right, fine, fuck it, it's just gonna go back down to like sub 3,000. It's probably the moment I get blown out. So, I'll still take it with tight invalidations using the lower time frame RSI. And I'll probably only do half risk. I could even maybe even do margin. I could probably even use coin margin. Use the ETH that I already bought. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. Pepe. Oh, okay. Let's just start doing your guys's chart requests. Oh, before we do chart requests. All right, this is going to be the easiest giveaway in the history of giveaways for me. I'm looking at buying 2 Lambos next month. Guess the 2 colors that I'm buying. 2 colors. 2 colors. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. You guys are going so fast. First person to guess it wins 250. First person to guess it gets 250. I haven't seen it yet. I don't see it yet. I don't see it. Oh shit. Hars. Congratulations, you won. It is green and white. Hars, send me your Bybit UID or your USDT Addy. That was fast. Let's go. Proof that those were the colors. Here, let me send it real quick. I sent it to Tariq when I started the stream. I told you guys we're gonna start doing giveaways like every week. Just simple, goofy shit like this. Pays for your I'm looking at a Technica and a Huracan. LP4 all-wheel drive, the green one, it's out in Arizona, and then the white one is here in Florida, Technica rear-wheel drive. No, bullshit. That was too fast. Hey, Crip, come on, man. Don't be hating, A Crip. You know you're gonna be driving one of those when I move over there. All right. Now let's move on to chart requests. Link, you got it. Well, I still got this down here, but so I'm still looking at like 20 bucks. But for like we did print new levels. I have not updated this chart in a while. So let's move this one over. Let's add some fibs real quick. Let's try to identify some previous lows and not the extreme low. Let's see, where can I find it? Okay, I see one right here. All right. So you have two setups on Link right now. Okay, this 2 week. Oh fuck. Okay, this 2 week is tapped. All right, let's do this. So for Link, you're aggressive. This is aggressive. So, oops, come on, don't do that to me. It's not one of the type. So this is gonna be your aggressive entry. So like half risk on this one. And then this is the big trade that actually might this might be one of the spot calls that I want to throw out there. No, I'm not shorting or longing until FOMC. Unless we get to the big levels that I'm already spoke about prior to FOMC, then yeah, I'll take my shot. Like I'll throw my limits up there. But that would be my regular strategy based off the RSI. Like I need to see 1, 2, 3 checked off if I'm gonna play those levels prior to FOMC. FOMC plays is gonna be 1:30 Eastern time. The FOMC plays are most likely gonna be straight fades and knife catches. So you have 22,154 to 21,685 for Link to even say, hey, you know what? Like this is definitely probable. Is basing it off of the lower time frame RSI. Like the 30's not ready yet. So that just makes this trade much tighter. Like the 15. So you could be executing this trade on the 15 and it's extremely, extremely tight. The reason why it's really tight is because your invalidation level. Here, let's do this. So your invalidation level is this. It's not the price. It's the RSI. For my style of trading and my strategy, what we want to see is the price sweep and make a lower low, fill this position, which everyone's going to talk about this, right? Everyone's going to be like, yeah, this is what I want to see on every, position that they post. That's fine, but really what I want to see is when the price is here and the bids are filling, I want to see when it bounces for the RSI to make a higher low, printing us a bullish divergence. If, for instance, the price, or not the price, the RSI drops and closes a 15-minute candle below 26.22, that invalidates this trade. And then trade number 2 is activated, the deeper levels, this one, 2062. The reason why the 15 as of right now would be your invalidation is because you do not have one on the 30 yet. Having a 30 invalidation is going to be your highest probability on and your least amount of break evens. Hi Marina. Good morning. Good afternoon. So I like Link there. It looks like you've already missed short opportunities multiple times on pop-ups. I mean, it's bearish, right? Yeah, it's pretty bearish. It's making lower lows. I mean, that doesn't necessarily scare me because what with this strategy, it's a reversal strategy. So we are longing in a downtrend, and then we are shorting an uptrend in anticipation and predicting reversals at POCs. So that makes perfect sense. Like that's perfectly fine. Like you could even make a lower low. It doesn't mean that like this is not going to be the bottom. We'll take our shot because the RSI is telling us to take it. For shorts right now, there's just no way of predicting on which levels like or clusters that I would really want to play, just because of where the RSI is right now. Like we're forming reversals to the upside, regardless of how low we can go. On lower time frame, we're showing reversals to the upside. So my directional bias for FOMC would be a dump, will be a small pump, and then a dump, and then the big pump. Hopefully today we could catch our longs to ride into the weekend. Can I get an updated list on the chart request, please? No, Haza, I don't leave limits. We like right now you could on link for the 15, but you're gonna have to monitor the trade because your invalidation is so tight. You don't want to be like getting filled, right? And you get this bounce, and at the same time it does this. That invalidates this trade, meaning like get the fuck out for me. Like break even. If you caught like Pico, then break even. Great, because you know we could. It's not a guarantee that it's gonna come back and do this. But like, there's no levels really for it to bounce if it goes below 21,685. So like, I wouldn't see that. So what we'd want to do is monitor the trade. And since we're streaming and we got tons of chart requests that's going on, I'm not gonna be able to monitor execution on trades. I'm once again, I'm just waiting for FOMC. I like trading the volatility. This looks good. Let's add an alert here. Actually, let's see. Maybe we could do it. Maybe we could do it. Sui, you got it. So, and this is high risk, right? It's aggressive, very, very aggressive entry. Kind of betting a sweep of these guys, right? Sweep here, reclaim, and then juice. Ah, you want to see something funny real quick? Actually, let me do this. So let's do the Sui. Look at the alert that I just got. Look, there's a link alert. That's cool. So there you go. You know, Link would definitely be on the radar for a long. There you go. All right, so Sui. This is a trade that we were looking at yesterday. That looks really, really tight for alt long. I don't know. Maybe we didn't finish this, but technically it should be to the 886 or whatever POC we have. This would be the trade. Doesn't even fall inside the GP either. This doesn't look like a valid setup. Maybe something on the run. So let's get cleared this out. Um, if anyone plays spot, you have a spot set up on Sui. Actually, these are the 4-hour spot plays, kind of like how we did. Oh, okay, cool. Maybe my levels match up with Eli's, but these are the spot plays that we talk about in my one-on-one section on like how we got into like Tau, how I caught Soul at like 110. It's when we have 4-hour divergences set up. The 4-hour divergences are just so big and so wide, it's hard for me to trade on leverage. But this is like type of setup on spot. So it's gonna be wider areas of interest. This is like 6%. You're looking at probably, you target highs. Shit like this. So these are like my spot setups. We might be able to add Sui to spot, but if Eli's doing it too, then I'll just scratch the idea. So what we want to see on Sui is this could be a FOMC play, right? Sweep here, fill, and then get back above the sweep level, printing a 4-hour bullish divergence, right? Now, if you're degenerate and you want to do leverage, so this is spot. For leverage on lower time frame. This is I don't know. This would be one hell of a fucking snipe. Let's take a look at lower time frame RSI. All right, so you wouldn't be. This is like kind of the same shit with Link right now. There's no 30-minute like forming bullish divergence. Let's take a look at 15. 15 already printed, and we have no new peak, so that doesn't work either. So this specific Sui trade would have to be executed either on the 5 or the 1. Extremely, extremely tight. Probably like you would be invalidated prior to 33:49 32. Oh, Eli canceled it. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, he already got in and then got out. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Love the break evens. No problem with the break evens. I'd rather take break evens every day. So yeah, this Sui trade, it's not that it's aggressive. Really, what it is it's just your lower time frame RSI is not giving you anything to even bid these levels yet. You have to wait. So like add an alert at those lows here, and then look at the RSI when we're approaching this daily, and see what time frame you have an invalidation on. Either 1, 5. I highly doubt it'd be a 15 or a 30. It just depends on how busy I am. Like if we have, if I have a ton of one-on-ones and makeup one-on-ones, most likely I'm not taking really any trades that day. If a coin is in my area of interest and it's setting up for a trade in between my one-on-ones, those are the trades that I kind of take. But maybe like 2 a day, where before I was doing 5, 10, 15 trades. I'll be rocking like 30 open positions, but no, 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 no. So like definitely I'm a little bit different than majority of traders. Like everyone, not everyone, but people definitely I respect it too, right? Quality over quantity. Whoever said you can't have quality and quantity though? It's all based off strategies. You know what I mean? Like if your strategy can provide you multiple setups in a day and all of the strategy is the same consistent pattern, in my eyes that's quality, right? Because most of the time my trades, like right now you don't have any BTC alerts, right? But I promise you, like when you get a BTC 15 or 30 minute divergence forming, whether it's bearish or bullish, you're going to get a lot of other coins with the same setups. So it's not like they come every day, but when they do come, you'll get a lot of them. So for today, so far, we have XRP, Sol, Link. Like these are high volume coins. We're like, let's look at VRA real quick, right? Probably shit volume, like not interested. Most likely this KMNO is probably shit volume, not interested. Boba, I don't know, could have shit volume, could have good volume. Shit. Garbage. Cliff, garbage. VRA, garbage. Like these existing alerts that I had up prior to the stream are the ones that are actually on my radar and I have alerts set. Dex was pretty good this morning. So I got the alert. It printed a 30-minute potential bullish divergence at the 2-day. This is a coin that I'm in today. Then Sol here, XRP here, XLM. I way down here, I guess. I don't know why. It's way the fuck down here. STRK. I have an alert set for a sweep lower. See the volume? It's higher. So like these are like I want to see 10 mil and up. I don't know why my POCs aren't loading right now. My apologies. There they are. So like this right here, right? Like that's why I have the alert set so I could try to catch some of these. EOS, same shit. I have alert set way down here because we got the alert. So EOS would need like a massive sell off and then like that. Like the 30 minutes already printing and there's no POC, so it's kind of like pointless to try to even play this now. But I'm still looking down here. And then Link, we just got Link too. Oh my god. You guys are tagging the wrong person. You already know the feet thing is mouse. You already know the feet thing is mouse. You guys are funny. All right, let's see what's next on the list. Doge. Oh man, you guys did anyone? I didn't get it. I was hanging out with the family all day for my wife's birthday. Thank you everyone for reaching out and wishing her a happy birthday. I appreciate that. She loves WG. So this was the Doge setup that we had yesterday. If anyone remembers, these POCs to the 886. I mean, fuck. Look, TP1, TP1, TP2, TP3, smashed. Fucking juicer. I did miss this trade. I got the alert while we were. I think I was out to like. I don't know what the hell we were doing at 3 o'clock, but I know I got the alert. I don't trade off my phone, unfortunately, so I didn't make this trade, but nonetheless, pretty clean. Let's see. What type of divergence did you get? So you kind of got like an instant 30. Probably got like a clean 5 or a 1, most likely, is what my guess is. Yeah. So you got a decent 5-minute divergence, and then you could have played the 15 and the 30 as well. Pretty decent play. Not too bad. Let's see. Yeah, 6% move. Good scalping conditions. Um Sap, I got you. Just sign up. The list isn't too long right now. I mean, I remember the list being like in the hundreds. People were waiting. Right now I think it's like right now it's 24. So your wait time is like 3 weeks to get into the one-on-one section. You can sign up with Ninja Access 101. It's directly in my underneath like my corner. Okay, so for Doge, this is where we can repeat play the same POCs, right? Like we cannot use peaks over and over again. Like you can only use peaks one time. But POCs are always valid levels regardless if they're tapped or not. It's just you still need to have the same conditions on the RSI. Like right now there's no pending limits at 31,690. What you'd be looking for is you'd want to wait. Yeah, I would wait. You can add an alert like right before these levels, and then once it's the same scenario. Like I mean, we literally trade a pattern. It doesn't change. It's like a low, a bounce, a lower low, and that. Like that is what we're predicting. But what's most important for us to be able to predict this is I need a peak. So it's just this is it. So I just wait. The strategy requires patience. So if you're an impatient trader, this could help you a lot. um, did we front run those POCs up here? No. Okay, so I mean that's pretty cool. I mean we literally rejected right off those weekly tap levels, and that's the reason why I'm not concerned. When you see clusters like this, don't think that you're gonna be Bradley Cooper, an American Sniper, and like catch one of these levels. Really, what it is when we're forming a bearish divergence, it's the first level and the last. So all this in between here is just DCA limits. Still rejection. So it looks like Doge can range for a little bit. That wouldn't be too bad, right? So up, down, and then maybe here, and then bounce. So you get this compression, and then for the expansion to the upside, or deep longs down here at 29. Doge is knocked out of the park. Let's go. What's next? What do we got? What we got? What we got? E and A. Ouch. You're setting up for a 4-hour 3 drive on E and A. This is another spot position. What? Reek doesn't live in Florida? Oh, it's a scammer? That's too funny. That's so crazy. Like, how did they not know that we know like where he's from? That's funny, CK. I'll be opening up more one-on-one slots as soon as I move. My closing is on the 12th, so in like 2 weeks. So this is your spot. You want to do it. It's going to be extremely wide. All right. Remember, these spots are really, really wide trades. Your RR is just so big on these spot trades that these big DCA areas are perfectly fine. I like just target new all-time highs. I mean, I still calling for alt season sooner than later. I mean, it's gonna happen fast. So we're forming like 4 hour. So you could say like a 4 hour three drive or a 4 hour double divergence because we have it in validation. So this is the problem with spot, right? Is your 4 hour, this is really tight. If you get a 4 hour candle close on the RSI below 29.68, that invalidates this spot trade. And if you're DCAing, your remaining DCA limits are voided and the trade is. Now you have two options: cutting for a small loss or removing your DCA limits and waiting for a new 4 hour peak and then add your limits again to whatever POCs are below the wick of the 4 hour that creates the new peak. Might sound a little confusing, but that's the shit that we teach. Um on hot like your support res, it's pretty clear to see that these POCs acted as resistance previously, right? Then we drop below, we bearish retest. We could deviate, right? So a divergence below the support, below the POCs, fill, reclaim, and then target your highs. I like this actually. Let's do this. Let's try to do that. Oh, okay. So Tau, same. I mean, there's nothing really going on with Tau. I have not changed my limits on our DCA. So we're still waiting for bid three to add back what we cut off. Because we cut off like half. So that was like 7.5% of the spot port. I mean, we made money off of it, so I mean that's cool. But I want to add back. What am I adding back? Because I'm at 7.5. Because I'm doing 20% of my spot port on this. It's pretty big position. Like it's not something normal. I figured I'd do 10% and try to get 10 coins. But I'm gonna go a little bit bigger. I'm gonna do 4 at 20 and then the soul is 10. That could change, but I'm still waiting for like 368 and 323 on Tau. Just slurping up the dips, kind of like what Eli's doing. I mean, right now our 50% position that's or the 7.5, I apologize. The 7.5% spot port that's allocated. I mean, that shit's juicing. Our entry's like 405. Our entry's like pretty good. It's pretty low down here. But it's spot, so it's long term. For here, let's clear some of this mess out. I'm sorry, I probably have the most messiest charts in all of Wealth Group. Let's get rid of this. Let's go lower time frame and see if there's like some leverage trades that we could possibly look at. So the 30's not ready, the 15's not ready, the 5 is 5. So there's this weird div on the 5, so it's really not valid right now. You still have to wait, but you do have here. Let's take a look. Let me try to find a fib pull for you. Let's do a 30-minute. No, hold on. Let me see. Can we find a fib pull on the 4? Yeah, 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 I can find it on the 4. So for aggressive entry on Tau today, you could look like something like this. And as long as the market doesn't have like some type of crazy ass volatility pre FOMC, then you could most likely execute this specific trade 451 to 445 on like the 515. 15 might be stretching it. Definitely not the 30 as of right now. So it's 1 515 would be your conditions to execute this trade on Tau. But you once again you need to see your oversold peak prior to adding limits. This right here, that's not on the RSI. That's just 24-hour volume. We have it in the one-on-one section, the code for it. I haven't traded Tau on leverage in a little bit. I think let's see if we could try to catch this one today. I'm gonna add alert prior to the 618 so we can monitor this. And then if anybody else does and I'm in the middle of a training or something, just do a post. Just tag it that we're oversold and we're approaching POCs. I mean, that's pretty much what we look for every day. Looks like the market is definitely waiting for FOMC. Like the volatility that we got this morning has already died down. Like BTC had some decent, like what was it, 45 minutes worth of volume and volatility. It's already died. So this is aggressive leverage, and then we're still waiting for these deeper level. We might have to. I'll do it after stream. What I might do instead of the what is it, 12.5% that we have here, I might just break that into fours. So I'll add 4% of the spot port here, 4% of the spot port there, and 4% of the spot port there. This entry is going to fuck up our average though. It's gonna increase, it's gonna raise it up from 405. I just have such upside potential on Tau, like 800 and then 1,000, 1,600. So the leverage trade, I'll swing that with the spot. Like I'll do the same shit. Okay, so with damn Key and Mick are getting paid today. I love your guys's chart request right now. I got you guys. Let's take a look at with. Haha. What was this yesterday? Oh yeah, that was that whiff trade yesterday. It got invalidated prior to even coming to the levels. We were fucking with Mouse on this one, right? Mouse like fuck whiff. Yeah, dude. Definitely Mouse. That shit didn't play out. The lower levels did though. Those got filled and juice. Damn, that was a big move on whiff though, wasn't it? Holy shit, it sure was. So this okay, perfect. I like that we got this chart up. So okay, you guys remember with like Link, right? Link and Sui, how like the aggressive entry is like this. This would be your aggressive entry on Sui or like on Whiff. Then your deeper levels that were below was the bigger ones. Oh, what do you know? A 4-hour bullish divergence. Interesting. So like that's how you see these 4 hours play out for spot. You get big. So even if you did like let's just say you're like, you know what, I'm gonna play this like huge ass DCA range. Look at the RR on these. Pretty they're still pretty juicy, especially for spot. Maker has shit volume any technical analysis that I do on Maker is just completely like it'll just be bullshit. There's no volume on it. So for whiff though, I'm gonna add both alerts prior to the POCs, and then we're gonna monitor the RSI when we're approaching these levels. Because you could get a 30-minute setup on whiff for this. But we need to see something like we need to see price start bleeding down, give us a peak, bearish retest, come back down, fill, 30-minute bull div. Like that's what I would want to see there on whiff. Yeah, so so 4-hour and daily fib pulls are gonna be like our bigger trades. A lot of people want to scalp intraday. And so when you're scalping intraday, for instance, like I mean, whiff is not a good an example because like this 4-hour fib pull actually lines up with intraday scalping. But sometimes like you're here, let's just do this. Right? So sometimes like your 4-hour fib pull is like this, and we had like a low here, right? And this is extremely far away from the price. Right? Like intraday, like you would need to see some really crazy shit like war news or something just really bad for it to really dump down here. So for intraday, what I'd be looking for is like the previous low, then then the new high, right? So like previous price was like here, and we swept and we made a new high. I would be looking at this fib pull. So that gives you your intraday, and then it gives you your big one. So like Wednesday, right? Short Thursday, then long like Friday. That's it. Like once you become like here's the funny part. We could just do this real quick actually right now. Do we have more chart requests? Okay, we do have more chart requests. So here, like let's just pull up what's a very volatile coin right now. Show me something that's super volatile right now. Vine. All right. So your 4-hour fib pull, right? On Vine is this. This shit has like already played with whatever POCs. There's no POCs lower. So there's no reason for me to even like pay attention to this unless I'm going to be looking at like previous ranges, which still don't even fall inside the big fib pool. So what we need to do is we got to look at like lower time frame for aggressive, like this is a newer coin, so it's lacking POCs. But like let's just say we pull this low and then this high. There you go. Intraday GP, right? Then we can extend it. So if we want to maintain bullish structure, this is your next valid GP. This GP also has POCs. 2-day, daily, and a daily. So if you're like wanting to be like a degen and scalp lower time frame lower time frame fibs with POCs, this is your opportunity, but you're not executing it on the 30. These type of plays are executed like on 1 minute because it's super tight, especially with how volatile this coin is. Like 5% area of interest is not that bad when you literally have 12%, 10%, 30-minute fucking candles. Am I missing any questions? Thank you guys for stepping in and helping with some of these questions that you guys know the answers to. Thank you very much. All right, what do we got next? Yeah, I did Soul already, but we could go over again for the request. I'm looking at Soul right here. Like 224 to 220. This is also like you could pull this on the 4. I'm sure you could pull it on the 4, but you can also pull it like you can also pull it on the like 30. Like if we had POCs right here, look at this GP. See? But we don't have any POCs, so like I don't care about these type of GPs. Even if the shit works, right? Like even if it goes to TP1, TP2, TP3, like cool. Those are like fib traders. I don't trade fibs. I just use golden pockets as area of interest and I want to see POCs, but I do use fib levels as TPs though. I just don't use fibs for like exact entries. My entries come from POCs. You guys just you guys are clowning me that I got scammed. You're fucking hilarious. Uh well, so like it depends. If I'm gonna be playing alts, I kind of want to know what BTC's doing, right? So BTC's currently in a range. But every single time BTC pulls back in the range, alts get murdered. As long as BTC continues the range, those pullbacks on alts are amazing scalp opportunities. So yes, but if like BTC breaks out of a range, and any alts that are lagging, those are the ones that I'd be looking for like longs to follow through and follow BTC. If BTC is in a rejection area, I'm definitely not going to be looking for longs. So yesterday I got a message from my broker that's doing my mortgage on my new house, and he's asking me what one of these $1,800 charges are every month for the 18 or for the last 8 months on one of my bank accounts that I rarely check. And I said I have no fucking idea. And we look into it, and it's a rent for some apartments. Somebody's used my bank account to pay their rent on their apartment for 8 months. I have no idea how. Like it's just an ACH withdrawal. So the fraud department's already working on it though. Whoever it is about to get fucking evicted. All right, I only have time for one more, so I'll do I and J for you guys. It's already past 11. So here, let's do I and J real quick. But yeah, this is the sole idea that I'm looking for. Where to go? Did I delete it? Yeah, there it is. So like this kind of I even have an alert set right for a sweep. I just need to see more like like more not confluence, but I I really want to see like this 15-minute play out. It's not a 30, it's a 15. So if this 15's invalidated, you know what most likely we'll have? We'll have a peak on the 30. So let's do this too. So Soul setting up for a 15, no 30, but a potential 30. So if you were playing this 15-minute Soul long, your invalidation is a 15-minute candle closure for the RSI below 2289. Yeah, the mouse special rats. All right, so what's the last one that we're going to be able to knock out? That's I and J. Wow, so we're getting a lot of these 4-hour 3 drives. I wouldn't be surprised if Aztec starts shooting out some long spots. He's really good at playing these 3 drives. But you have an I and J spot set up, 4-hour, 3 drive, three. Actually, you know what? That's not a 3 drive. All right, so this isn't a spot setup at all. Especially with how tight this is. Nah, this ain't no spot setup. This is a knife catch on leverage. 30 minutes not ready, 15, 5. Yeah. All right. So that's just put an alert prior to 17,281. Once we approach these POCs, it's the same fucking story that I've been preaching. We got to look at the lower time frame RSI. We get something like this, which is validating these POCs to be played. And then also that peak level is going to be your invalidation. My area of interest on INJ is from 17 to 8 to 16840. Let's add some fibs real quick. Oh shit. We don't have any. Oh no. All right, this is gonna be a difficult, super difficult fib pull. Actually, I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. You're gonna have to pull from the low. This is hella wide on leverage. You're in, see, like when I see stuff like this, your 30-minute, 5-minute, 15, 1-minute divergence is gonna be invalidated prior to you even getting here. So all right, let's do something else. Let's do this. Let me add this real quick. Fuck, that doesn't help either. Let's see what 4-hour range is here. Please have a 4-hour range. Please, please. Okay, cool, 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 cool. We got a 4-hour range. So this is a little bit more like it's like an advanced way of adding additional levels when you're kind of like missing POCs or you're missing like fibs and stuff. So this is a 4-hour range from a while ago, back in November. So what we could do now is so okay, this is how we can make it a little bit smaller. So at the same time on this trade, what you're going to be looking for is these daily POCs, just these POCs in general, and then also the value area high of a 4-hour range back in November and a range POC from back in November. 4-hour. This, if we're going to play to the value area low, I mean, that's what makes this trade a little bit too wide for me to really be interested in trying to, not too bad on leverage. It's basically the FOMC volatility is where we could be looking to play this. The problem with these bigger areas of interest, if you're DCAing, right? Like let's say we're setting up on a 5, 15, and 30, automatically right there, you're looking at least 3 DCA limits. The problem is with that though, is you could be, it's not a guarantee that we're going to get a 30, right? So there's a possibility that you can only get filled like, let's just say 67%, which some people would be kind of upset with, but the RR on this trade is so wide, even with the 67% fill, you're still gonna fucking juice on this trade. Stick man. Not sure what that means. I'm not drawing those stick figures right now. But that's gonna wrap up the stream. INJ Hars, I'll send you out your 250. I got everyone's entries for tomorrow's giveaway from today on your predictions on the highs and lows for today for FOMC. Good luck. I hope everybody can print today. If you're going to stay sidelined, there's nothing wrong with that. If you have not traded FOMC and you're going to trade today, congratulations on popping your cherry. It's very exciting. The volatility is absolutely insane and I love it. Yeah, we got a one-on-one today, Paralyzed. I got you, bro. I'll see you in a little bit. Thank you everybody for joining it. We reached like 160 viewers. I once again I appreciate I love everybody. We got education, we got entertainment, just predictions, areas of interest that we're looking for, and what's gonna confirm us to play and validate these POCs is the lower time frame RSI. Have a wonderful day. Trade safe. Manage your risk. I'll catch everyone later. Peace. Ishi, 1 more hour. Get out of here. You can stream Ishi if you want. Well, I'm out. See you guys.